Bethany Blair and the Bugs in Her Hair, written by Adrian Appletree. Bethany Blair was a strange one. It's true. She always appeared to have nothing to do. She'd lie in the grass each and every day, and the bugs liked her so much, they decided to stay. Not before long, some had made their home on the curly strands of her auburn dome, and while many out there would flick them away, Bethany Blair preferred that they stay. See, the fireflies put on the most wonderful show when the sun went down and the moon would glow. The spider was always first to dance, but some say it looked more like a prance. Then the little silkworm with his thread so thin would drop in for his crazy spin. But the ladybug always settled everything down, though she did it with kindness and never a frown. Ah! This oddball group loved each and every day where Bethany would get to come out and play. For in Bethany's school, no bug was allowed, and if one was spotted, things were sure to get loud. So Bethany's bugs did their very best to keep themselves hidden from all the rest. They'd nap in her hair until the teacher was done explaining how planets dance with their sun. Their secret was safe until one fateful day when the children were told to go out to play. Bethany tripped and fell in the crowd. The bugs fell too, and the room got loud. Bobby Woo belched the most terrible scream, ah! While Becky Ling's face turned green. The teacher appeared with a frown on his face and told Bethany bugs weren't allowed in this place. So Bethany found a nook in a tree to keep her bugs safe until she was free. But when Bethany returned back to her desk, she quickly noticed she was apart from the rest. The kids around her had all moved away. Not a single one had decided to stay. Then Tammy McKay passed her a note and made a face that looked like a goat. She had drawn a picture of Bethany Blair with stinky lines coming from her hair. So class became a lonely place where none of the kids would speak to her face. But when the bell would ring for breaks each day, she'd run to her bugs and get lost and play. They spent their days playing silly games, like building stick castles with ridiculous names. And when Bethany would have to go back to class, the bugs made her smile from behind the glass. So Bethany learned that to be on your own did not mean you had to feel all alone. One day after school, Bethany headed for home when she heard someone yell that they'd broken a bone. She rushed down the hill to find Bobby Woo, holding his ankle and turning quite blue. She smiled sweetly and offered her hand, kindly attempting to help him to stand. "Don't worry, Bobby, I'll help you back. You can lean on me. I'll pick up the slack." "Get someone else. You simply won't do. I'm sorry, but Tammy can't see me with you. You know what she's like, how mean she can be. What happened to you could happen to me." She could not pretend his words did not hurt, but she would not leave Bobby alone in the dirt. So she quickly found a teacher at school to save Bobby the pain of looking uncool. One day, Becky Ling was wandering around, mumbling about something that could not be found. So Bethany asked if she needed a hand, looking for what she had lost in the sand. Becky looked scared to see Bethany there, standing so close with those bugs in her hair. She took a quick look to see who was around, then whispered so softly there was barely a sound. "I don't need your help. Please go away. I'll find Grandma's ring on a sunnier day." Then Becky ran off as fast as she could, and Bethany sat down, not feeling so good. But just as she started to break down and cry, something quite shiny caught her shimmering eye. And what should she see next to the ladybug's wing? Becky Ling's golden ring. Bethany waited to find Becky alone to return the ring her grandma had owned. Becky seemed shocked, but mumbled, "Thank you," then hurried off before anyone knew. The days carried on with not that much change. All of the kids still thought she was strange, but her bugs knew just how to make Bethany grin and help her care less about not fitting in. One day, as she watched the fireflies glow, she heard a soft cry from the stairwell below. She hurried down to find Tammy McKay with a spot on her pants that would not go away. When Tammy saw Bethany standing there, anger inside her started to flare. "Get out of here now!" she yelled with dismay. "I'll make your life worse if you don't go away!" Bethany grabbed gym shorts from her back, handed them to Tammy, and turned her back. After Tammy had changed, she thanked Bethany Blair, but asked her why she had bothered to care. Bethany thought for a moment or two, then said, "It just felt like the right thing to do. I know that to some quite strange I may seem. It's okay, you don't like me, but I'll never be mean." When Bethany arrived at school the next day, all of the kids started running her way. Tammy McKay was leading the crowd, with Bobby and Becky all looking quite proud. After everyone gathered around Bethany Blair, she noticed they all had bugs in their hair. Most had one, some had many. Tammy McKay had named hers Lenny. All of the kids could finally see that a heart led by kindness is absolute key. And it makes no matter if one is big or small. Just open your heart and be kind to them all. And now we must leave dear Bethany Blair, all her new friends, and the bugs in her hair. But don't you worry, I'll know she'll be fine, for she is good, brave, and remarkably kind. The end.